it's one of those random roundups. I am not going to share every single aspect of school because much of it is just the textbooks, the workbooks. I will share some little things that just make me sad. My children, I've sent them back to visual processing, to visual therapy, to vision therapy. And firstly, I will be honest, it's hard on my body. I've actually added extra onto my plate, which my rheumatologist would not be happy about, given I was meant to stop teaching completely and never dress my children, never bath them. Like I'm just meant to give my body rest, but I'm not doing so. And vision therapy is hard because there are things they do on the floor, there are things we do together. When I was holding up a car, my arm was shaking, just shaking. I couldn't do it. So yes, AS is still there. And I'm mentioning my AS update because someone sent me a WhatsApp this week asking, are we sleeping at all? Is the sleep improving? And how am I with my pain? Where am I with ankylosing spondylitis? Sometimes you forget. Sometimes I forget. I'm so busy fighting special needs fires that I forget that I'm fighting a fire as well. And I forget the heaviness of that fire until someone reminds me. It's not only a physical thing that I'm fighting, but it's mental. Though I might not be thinking it, I know that I'm sick, and I know it because I'm always in pain and I'm always trying to compensate for the pain. So yes, nights have slightly improved. We are double diapering our girl. She was the biggest or the loudest. When she would wake up first, her twin would wake up, even though they've got a room between them. My daughter's oldest daughter and our second daughter, they share a room. So yes, they're on the either side, but they would hear each other. The middle two wouldn't hear them. I would hear them. So yes, that has improved because she is sleeping better, because she's not waking up soaking wet. It's expensive, more expensive, even more so now that we're adding to it. But for the sake of all of us getting rest, I'm glad that we are doing so. We are continuing with the sleep medication, Minograin. I think it's clonidine, that it's usually used for migraines, but it's also used to help with sleep and calming. So yeah, maybe I think it's a combination. Well, I know it's a combination of both. So we shall see. My daughter, I'm not sure her ADHD meds are where they could be, but I will leave it for now. Just leave it and see. Her moods are mellowing a bit with the medication, and I am meant to be talking about ankylosing spondylitis. I can't lie on my stomach with my elbows, bent, without first needing to take my painkillers. It's painful just to lie like that. So that is now becoming a struggle. I've even given up on the proper exercise as it should be, but I'm still going for it. I'm still able to open up my ribs. That's the positive. I'm able to. I can still move my neck. I can still move my neck. My back is struggling, but I'm alive, people. I can walk. I am feeling the Cosentix. It's removed my fatigue. More than getting rid of pain, which it hasn't really done well, the fatigue has reduced. And I'm pretty sure, I bet you if I could test my inflammation now, the levels they should have gone down now drastically. Also, we're out of winter. Winter has always been the flare-up time ever since I was 14, and this nightmare began or showed itself. Winter has always been worse. We're in spring now, so I guess part of it is just the coming out of winter, but I'd like to pray and hope that it is the Cosentyx working to at least slow down this current deterioration. So that's where we are with ankylosing spondylitis. I still can't exercise, but I haven't been able to really be myself since I was 30. So it's been 14 years of watching myself disappear. So exercise, it's still the usual thing that began in my 30s. If I exercise, the day is horrible. If I don't exercise, the day is a bit better. I strain myself when I exercise. But on the positive, I could manage 12 minutes before I had to stop. 12 minutes of exercise before I had to stop. I haven't tried it again, but yes. And I'm walking more steps. That's the other thing. I'm thankful this flare is over. I'm thankful that winter is over. And as I told her, I haven't begged to die in about maybe a month, but at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks, the pain has not been horrendous enough for me to just wish to be dead. I was even looking at that suicide pod. Was it in Switzerland? I don't know where it is, but in the same country where Dignitas is. And thinking, imagine just climbing in. The American woman who died in it, they put it in a forest. She climbed in. It asks, do you want to die? She pressed yes, and she was gone. It looked so inviting to me because I couldn't imagine living this for another year, not even 6 months. But winter is over, and here we are. I used to joke for many years that I wished I could move to a place like Durban where there is no winter, when it's winter here, just so I could escape. Some people do that. I don't have the liberty. I'm not going to drag my four children next winter to another place. I don't have the money, and I don't have the money. Who would do that? My teenagers are lovely. My son has done his rewrite of his computer science. We're hoping for the best. He feels better this time. I'm pretty sure, my husband and I are pretty sure that the tutor has undercharged us. I asked her to check. She said, nope, she's sure. That's the amount we owed her. I don't believe her, but hey. So we will give her a bonus when she gives us the next, the next invoice. And whether he whether he does well or not, I know she did her best. And I know she improved him. I know she improved him because he says that this year, in June, he left out some questions, especially for his paper 2, which he wrote yesterday. But yesterday, he didn't leave out a single question. He answered everything. So we'll compare marks next year, January. Okay, so that's the teenagers. We had a birthday, 2 birthdays. It's the twins. The twins turned 5 years old. Since last week, my daughter was asking, oh, can't it just be our birthday now? Can I get presents? She's very, very blunt. People say, or the paperwork says, that people with PDA are seldom liked. They say people with autism or people who are autistic speak their minds, they're too blunt. So she's a mixture of both. Unfortunately, there are things that would make her not likable if you don't know her and if you're a little child dealing with her. So yes, there's that. But because I understand her, everything is just funny. Can I have my present now? Can now be my birthday? No. So it's been a few days of, it must be my birthday. And it finally was her birthday. She was so excited. It was cute. You have to forgive me. I'm going to take a trip down memory lane on here. My girl Nene, the very one who's so excited about her own birthday, she's scared of baby pictures. So we can't look at baby pictures in her presence. She's scared of real live babies as well, so she doesn't want to go to church. So here it is. I'm just looking at them, a very brief look from birth until today, 5 years old. Finger foods for the first time. Milestone. I know, I'm maybe crazy.
It's my birthday.
Yes, it is.
It's a prank.
Yes.
For sure.
Just turn that around so it looks like a 5. Here we go. Oh, can you hold it like that for me? Yes. It's your birthday. How old are you? How old? You know, you actually, how old are you now? Look at the, yes, you are 5 years old now. Yes, must we sing it? Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rio. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! I did add another gift that's not in the, sorry, my medication. That's not in the video. And she already has dolls galore. So yes, mom and children enjoyed another birthday. Just the 7 of us. We had fun. We were happy. She is exuberant. We had a visitor come. She has met him, but it was long ago. She wouldn't remember him. First thing she said, "It's my birthday. It's my birthday. What's your name?" Just like that. I love that. I love that exuberance. And that's another reason why I don't want to add more Ritalin or Amfixa for the ADHD. She's doing well with her school when she does it. She is able to focus, and she is able to focus for a longer time with her school videos, the science videos I make up. So I'll leave it there for now. Allergies. It's spring. Everyone is sick. My son, my oldest son, I'm taking him to the pulmonologist on Monday. He's not been doing well overall for many years. He gets horrible, prolonged, long, constant, like multiple times a day, nosebleeds. When the temperature goes above 27 degrees, it's nosebleed central. The pulmonologist deals with allergies and the lungs, so I want him to have a proper allergy test, because right now he's just taking over-the-counter allergy medicine. And I know that nosebleeds can be caused by sinuses or allergies, problems with that. So I'm hoping we get a solution for my poor boy. There was a time where I actually had to ask his sister to drive them to go fetch something. He would be there as a passenger and she would drive them. Oh, they were going to drop off my laundry after I'd folded it and sorted it to the ironing place. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping we get an answer about and a way to improve his life. Yeah, the more children you have, the more worries you have when they're not okay. Everyone has allergies that are acting up. My sinusitis is responding to the allergens in the air. My 4-year-old who talks a lot, she rubbed her eye so much that it turned red and swollen underneath. The next day, it was the other eye. Today, it's the other eye. I don't like that they're so allergic. I hate the suffering. It's trivial stuff, but it's still suffering. She was crying from the pain of having rubbed, but she couldn't stop the itch. So I've upped her allergy medication. The sister is doing well on her double dose of allergy medication, her twin. My son, Micaiah, is sneezing a lot, but his allergy spray is working. Yes, we're a family full of allergens, biological and non-biological. We're just a family that just matches or mixes well. We've all got issues. School. I'll just give you a glimpse of the things we've done that stand out. The children went to World of Birds in Hout Bay, here in Cape Town. I have to accept yet another thing that I can't do. I can't go out for nature trips. That was the high point of my being a homeschooling mother. It was taking walks with my children, looking at tadpoles, looking at frogs, feeling cold water, looking at the lake, the brook, birds, animals, laughing, fleeing from chimpanzees that were throwing stones at us. And I can't do that. So they went alone to World of Birds. They enjoyed themselves. So I'll share a bit of that. Not a lot because it's just birds. And yeah, well, not all, it's just fish as well. They didn't go, you can't finish the whole place in one go unless you're going to stay there for ages. So they did half of the place. There are also some monkeys and things like that. Marmosets, I think. Yes. So yes, that's a glimpse of the birds at World of Birds that you'll be getting. As you can tell, there is, well, actually you can't tell, but there was a child missing. Rati, we no longer take her on outings because she, for now, doesn't show any interest. In fact, or instead it overwhelms her. She doesn't look at anything, and I've shared this before. She doesn't look at anything, she doesn't look at any animals, nothing catches her attention. She wants to just rush through and then go sit in the car. So it's unfair on the person who has come and then has to go wait in the car with her, and it's unfair for her to be stuck in a car. And then the ones who are still busy watching or looking around, then I know I felt rushed. I don't know about the other children, but I felt rushed because I knew she was waiting in the car. So I stayed at home with her, and her dad as well was here. The last time we went to World of Birds was in 2022. So it had been a while. She got scared. She was scared of the birds at first. So poor big brother carried her for a while. She got used to them, realized they weren't about to do anything. They didn't bother her senses. So she got down. I'll just have to do a voiceover as the pictures come. I took pictures, and I took pictures to show you the kinds of things we've been doing for science school and a part of geography as well, because geography, yes, we did some science and some geography. They overlap, rocks and how the moon is formed versus the sun. Yeah, so we've done a bit of that. We've done birds, how birds fly. It's been going. We're trudging on. My son is like about 3 years behind developmentally. I see it more and more now. Sometimes his 5-year-old sister now is more, I don't know what's the word. She makes more sense. And more of what she asks, I can answer. She understands more. It's sad. They were born. I didn't know they'd be autistic. I didn't know there'd be other problems, but I knew that they would eventually come to a point where they outgrow my son, or where they will seem older than he is in terms of behavior. We are at that point in terms of intellect and academic ability, prowess, and just because she doesn't have the learning disorders they have. So writing is different. She's learning how to write very well. She's even teaching herself how to write without me even teaching her. But it's bittersweet. It's lovely to see her progressing. But it's sad because I know it reinforces even more how far behind my son is. And it reinforces the struggles my daughter has, my Amarissa. But it's life, eh? We take the good with the bad. So this is my good and bad, and I hope to add a lot of good, a bit of a glimpse of us this week, the past few weeks. I really hope everyone is as well as they can be. Pray for me, please. We really don't know what next year will bring, but it needs to bring someone who can drive and can basically be me. And that is a hard ask. So hold thumbs for that. And let's hope Cosentix is working. And I hope your families are well. I hope any challenges were less challenging. And on that note, I will add that I wasn't pushed this week. Monday up to now, I haven't been pulled. There hasn't been that violence that makes me think, oh my word, am I going to survive? And so yes, that is a positive. There's been no amazing leaps and bounds in speech. There's been no amazing leaps and bounds in wanting to sit down and look at pictures, point to pictures. But there is more thought taken into things that she's doing. You can tell she's differentiating. Okay, wheels are different to the rest of this bus. She's doing a coloring in. She's coloring in. And I love that they have music in the background that is perfect for neurodivergent children. So she's having fun. We'll take things as they come. I'm sad. I'm sad that I can't do the things I would like to do. I'm sad that I can't implement the therapies I'd like to implement with her. But I'm also overwhelmed with the things I'm already doing. So and so are you. Many things can overwhelm us. Many aspects of life can overwhelm us. I just hope that we just keep keeping on. Sleep. They're sleeping better. I'm still not. AS is still keeping me awake. I'm so sorry for yawning. It had been a while since I just, sometimes I have a good night and then it kind of refreshes, but I haven't had a good night in long now. So I'm sorry for the yawns that have come along. Sorry, this sounded a bit dry and boring, but this is our life. Cape Town, South Africa, this is us.
So nice and many. Yes. This. I will clean. Oh, this is your iPad, but you have your iPad.
We got noise cancelling headphones, my husband did, for my son, Micaiah, and one for my daughter, because then Amarissa, because she'd be jealous or sad. So that's why he got her one too. My girl, Nene, the one who we use the headphones for, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like things on her ears, so she doesn't want it. But she is sensitive to sound, but she doesn't want them. She complains and she'll cry because someone is making noise and yet they're actually not loud. So it's okay, I will get to some positive, happy things, but this is our life. It's balancing everybody's needs. It's balancing everybody's struggles. Micaiah is happy with his noise-canceling headphones. It drowns out his sisters, both twins, screams and cries. And Amarissa can use it when when they're busy on their iPads. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's expensive, but it's a win-win. My poor boy, 9 years old, and he can't copy these simple lines. Man, I don't know how to explain how it's not nice. It's not nice seeing what should be easy, not possible yet. My firstborn son is reading this currently. He says he wants to understand his little siblings better. The next portion will be glimpses of the school videos I make up, mostly for my 4-year-old's education, for her syllabus, because as I've mentioned before, she doesn't like to be read to. She doesn't sit still, she doesn't keep quiet, and she says it's boring. So I have to read it all and then add things. And so this portion will be a glimpse of things that I've done for them. Also, I had to separate their children when they were sitting next to each other, because Nene got angry because she felt that her sister smiled. I didn't see a smile on her face, but she got angry that she smiled, so she whacked her hard with her doll. It's just so unpredictable, this life of ours. We can be peacefully, quietly learning, and then there's just sudden violence over something that doesn't deserve it. Thankfully, because Amarissa is low registration, she didn't feel the pain. She didn't even realize that it's something objectionable until I told her twice to move away, so that at least my girl realizes that what she did was not acceptable and it has a consequence, because she likes sitting next to her sister. So if I take that away, then she knows that she shouldn't do that because she loses out. I'm hoping so. I often add breaks to the videos, so this was part of it. Sometimes I sing along to a video, sometimes I just play. I add clips of videos that are there online to the video I'm creating. I'm gonna put that on video. You took a deep
breath.
You took a deep breath.
Yes.
And how do you feel?
Better.
What was wrong?
Ella made me sad.
Ella made you sad.
Yes, I think it's a believer.
And now you feel
Better.
Oh, okay. Can you leave your nose? Where did you learn that from?
From Khan.
Yes, I knew it. Khan Academy Kids teaches you mindfulness.
And then Mom, and I'll do my school.
Yes. Must I put some assignments on today?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then you'll do the assignments when I've gone to my doctor. Good girl. Well done. With your nose as well. You took a deep breath and now you feel better.
Mom, can I hear it?
Okay. Yes, and they shine bright, bright, bright. That's how God made the sun. The earth is round. When we are on the round part of the ball that faces the earth, eagle, fly. We can't fly. Are we birds?
No.
He's not a bird. What do birds have that helps them fly?
Wings.
Good.
Wings.
Well done.
Birds have wings. God gave them wings so that they can fly. They flap, flap, flap their wings and then
Creating our own patterns because now we have mastered seeing how the pattern and filling in the last part of the pattern ourselves. Recognition, pattern recognition. Yes, that's what I wanted. And we're combining it with my fine motor skills. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go because I know it all is good. So yes, this is part of our therapeutic play, mom style today. And Amy wrote Bella on the wall. I don't know when.
Huh?
When did you write that? And why?
Because we were annoyed.
You were annoyed. So when Amy is annoyed, it's usually in the evening. Was it in the evening or in the morning or daytime?
Even.
Yeah, Amy gets annoyed in the evening. Her meds have worn off and she's upset and she destroys things. Generally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she destroys things when she's annoyed. She will work on it. She will breathe. She'll be fine.
No.
This isn't a formal school session. This was just play. And I loved how my non-speaking girl was hanging around with them. Usually she does her own thing, and then it's the middle two and Urinele, her twin. So they are the three musketeers. It was just beautiful to me to see them all together doing or seated around the table. My girl isn't able to squeeze, so I went and got her a Koki so she could use that to draw and be part of the fun. As in, she couldn't figure out or understand me when I said squeeze this tube so that she can get the glitter glue out. Well, I hope that helps a bit for the people who also tend to add on to the formal curriculum. I wanted to end on this note. There's actually quite a lot that we've done for school that is not just the textbooks, the workbooks. But I wanted to end with this. This is from my daughter's heart. She knows she is loved. She wrote it in the evening. Hopefully she didn't break the crayon afterwards. And that is all we want for our children. Whether we educate them ourselves or we send them for someone else to teach, This is what we love. We want them to know they are loved, wanted, cared for, and I'm glad that she feels secure in my love. This is stuff many of us never had growing up, or not even in our adulthood. And so I am blessed and thankful. Have a blessed Sabbath. Have a lovely weekend and a lovely week ahead.
I'm beautiful.
Oh, you feel so proud of yourself.
I think I'm all beautiful.
Oh, you beautiful angel.